Moto Chisha. I identify as black.
My name is Spongile Tipiri. I identify as black.
Rumbanin Ndlovu, the best word I can use is caramel.
Lorenzo Claxton, it's mixed ethnicity.
My name's Natasha, both colored and black.
I have experienced privilege.
To say that I haven't received privilege would be irresponsible.
I experienced it today.
I haven't not experienced privilege.
I do experience privilege every day.
It's strange that, I have to say that I am Zambian.
Not privilege.
They must be doing something for themselves, and so they're making money.
Because I'm a lighter skin tone.
I have experienced privilege, and
There is an issue.
Attitude comes out.
privilege exists in very different forms.
In regards to my race.
I am very Zambian.
They want a tip from you.
People said I was the cutest because of my complexion.
Because I'm lighter skinned.
Have you ever felt discriminated against by other races, and why?
Oh yeah, for sure. Earlier on I mentioned how I was a big swimmer, and as a result I got to travel. And when I was in South Africa, swimming is typically a white person's world, right? It's a white person's sport. And there's this one key time where I went for the Sun City Mile, and I traveled with my then coach, who is white, and her family, who are white. And me and her daughter, who is a baby, we really, really got on. Her daughter just clung to me, and I loved her, right? And so we're sitting in the canteens, buffets, sausages, and and this lady is now inviting my coach out for a braai after the Sun City Mile is done and whatnot. And she says, you could even bring your maid so that she can take care of the kids. And this is in reference to me. Yeah, of course, right? And and my coach, God bless her, was like, no. Very sternly, she is a swimmer. And yeah, I guess that I would say that's one of those moments that sticks out to me where I was like, oh, okay. And I was around 16, where it just hit me again in the face that, this is where you are. This is what you're seen as. Yeah.
Definitely. Other races, my first flight to college, 2010, I'll never forget it. First flight was fine. Second flight, I was double booked, and I was moved to business class. So in business class, I sat next to these two white guys who were speaking English until I got there. And once I got there, they swapped to Afrikaans. The entire flight, and when they were getting off, switched back to English as though nothing had happened. And I was stopped at Joburg Airport because people thought I was a terrorist. So because my skin tone is closer to, I guess I would say closer to Indian, and I had a really big beard at the time, and had a really square bag, I was taken aside, and I was probed, asked questions because of the stuff I was carrying. I told them, no, I'm going to do animation, and only after they verified with the schools when they let me out. Been discriminated against by other races, and mostly my own, where people that looked like me, just a few shades darker, made fun of me for what I looked like. Others would treat people who looked different better. So yeah, been discriminated against by maybe because of the familiarity or because of a possible self-loathing that we tend to have.
Okay, so previously I was going to say no, but then you brought two experiences that I had, and they're both airport experiences. The one time I was flying home for the summer, and I had my passport flagged in Ukraine for I don't know what reason. And then I get to Rome, and there are these two cops standing right by the entry. And I'm like, what are they doing? And I just went on about my business, and they stopped me. They said, can we see your passport, please? Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you flying through Rome? And I said, well, I'm going home. So it was a whole process. I had to sit, they took my passport, checked everything, and then gave it back. And no one was stopped, no one else was stopped. And I felt really bad. I was like, okay, yeah, I was the only black person on the flight anyway, so I mean. And then it happened in Joburg as well. I got stopped, and they wanted to search my luggage for whatever reason. And this is an airport with multiple people. And they just stopped me, said, can you open your bags? We want to see what's inside. And I couldn't do anything. So I did. And that also made me feel pretty... So those are my two experiences. And then also back home right here in Zambia, not so much discrimination, but assumptions made of what I can and can't do. So obviously people assume because you're lighter skinned, you can't do this, you can't hang out a certain way. And that really ticks me off as well. So those are my experiences.
Definitely discrimination is, it's nothing new. Racism is a part of the world, right? Why I think people do discriminate though is fear ultimately, because I'm not fully white, I'm not fully black, so I'm looked at on either end as something that is scary, foreign, right? So I'm unpredictable, like a wild card. And then also in the color community, it's like, okay, where do you associate yourself? Are you more in the black kind of colored or more in the white kind of colored? If you are on either one of those, then yeah, we're not gonna see much of each other, right? And so, yeah, ultimately I think it's because of fear and because people just fail to acknowledge who they are and be proud of it and be brave to be who they are.
I always say that I have a sense of fear in me. Like, fear me a little. The discrimination itself is, like you said, is fear. Like, you're afraid of me for some whatever reason. But it is fine because it just speaks less of you. You know what I mean? Why are you afraid of me that you have to push me aside? But yes, I have experienced a lot of discrimination in my life before. One time, went to Abu Dhabi. I went for the Richard Mille track. Wanted to do a test drive on the track. And so it was a whole bunch of other people, but it's like Abu Dhabi, Richard Mille track. You know, so you've got a whole lot of white people and you're not expected to be there. So I got into this car to go onto the track together with other white people that came for the same thing. And my instructor here could not let me drive as fast as I wanted to drive. And so these other guys that were just like me, regular drivers, they were just passing me, and that doesn't happen on the road. I'm like, yo, back home, this is not how I drive. What are you doing? And I try to push it, and then this guy just take it easy, I was like, this thing is insured. If we flip, we flip. If you die, you die, you know? But that was a form of discrimination because I couldn't really understand why this guy, kept on stopping me. The other time was with my girl, and we were going to the Burj Khalifa. Wanted to go all the way up to the top. So we purchased VIP tickets and we went into the VIP line, and came this Indian man to check our tickets because there was us in a line full of white people, and then there was another regular line for those that are not going all the way to the top. And then they looked at us like, why are you not in the other line? So they had to go. In fact, they didn't even come to check. They came and they said, oh, sorry, I think you are in the wrong line. I was like, what do you mean? Is VVIP here? Oh, sorry. And then they walked on. That in itself is discrimination, and I have experienced it on numerous, counts. Yeah. I already did, numerous times.
Well, I already have.
If I was still in the market.
That just wants black.
Currently, yes. Previously, it wasn't always so.
All black.
Black girls.
Those are not the kind of struggles that I'm willing to deal with in a relationship.
Preference was white.
And it was the perception.
Korean. Latinos.
Black children, black house.
Black.
Bring this person home. You don't bring this person home.
Coloreds.
colors.
Leeching off this white woman.
I'm open.
Dark-skinned black guys.
You are angry for no reason.
Because of that experience,
Grew a strong aversion to white people in general.
My girlfriend's watching this right now, so
This is advertisement. I'm available.
I take it very, very seriously.